Okay, what's up guys? Welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about what changes am I making to my diet, what changes am I making to my cardio regimen and to my daily activity levels, steps in order to get shredded. I have 10 weeks left of cutting. I want to get shredded by July 1st because after that I will be traveling and I just want to be done with this cut by that time. So yeah, that's the only reason, because I don't like to travel and then think about hitting my daily steps, daily cardio, hitting everything up to a gram when it comes to food. I mean, still I'm eating 6 meals a day, but I just don't want to be in that starving phase, because as we all know, when you're trying to get super shredded, like at least for me, in my case, when I get to 7 to 8% body fat, I tend to feel uh, like I'm starving at the end. So I just want to get that over with before I do some traveling. Okay, let me show you my diet. Wait, I will show you like this so you can pause it. Hopefully you can see everything. And now I'm gonna talk about it. Right here on the right, I have the diet that I was eating on peak of my bulk, and right here I have the diet that I'm doing right now. So meal number one, let's quickly go over it. Meal number one, I've decreased my oats by 50 grams, berries by 50 grams, and nut butter by 10 grams. Meal number two, I dropped off some rice, 30 grams, 30 grams of rice from meal number two. From my intra, I dropped 40 grams of carbs. Meal three, I dropped off 50 grams of carbs from cream of rice, 30 grams from berries. Protein is always staying the same. I don't drop off my protein when I start cutting. I cut out any excess fat that I have in my diet. That's the first thing that goes out, and then I start cutting my carbohydrates. Because when I'm eating this much meat, I don't need a lot of fat, and also I'm drinking like 10 grams of fish oil per day, so that's plenty, at least for me, when it comes to the fat intake. I don't need more than that. Okay, where was I? So jam, I cut that by 30 grams, and that's it. Meal number four, I dropped off 35 grams of rice. Meal five, I dropped off 25 grams of rice, and meal six is pretty much the same. When I get deeper into the cut, I will switch out to the beef for some leaner meat, maybe fish, white fish, cod, whatever, or chicken breast or turkey breast. Okay, so now let's talk about, wait, let me put this down. Okay, now we can talk. This is what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, let's talk about the cardio. I'm implementing cardio 20 minutes in the morning, fasted every single day, and I'm raising my steps. Steps were like, I didn't do any cardio before this, so I'm throwing in 140 minutes of cardio per week. And my steps were like 5k per day, 4 to 5k per day before this, and I'm raising that to 8 to 10k steps per day. That will be, these changes in the diet and those extra steps and cardio will be more than plenty to kick off this cut. As I get deeper into the cut, I will be lowering the food even more and upping the cardio. You know how that goes when my weight doesn't drop off by, let's say, I like to get at least 2 pounds, 1 kilo, 2 pounds of weight drop off per week. If that doesn't happen, then I tend to drop off, make some changes, with cardio or my diet, whatever. What else? What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, this is something that I'm doing. This may not work for you. It may work for you. This is how I like to do things. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. There's no right answer when it comes to how you should approach cutting calorie deficit. There's only one rule, and if you want to lose fat, you will need to be in a calorie deficit. If you're not in a calorie deficit, I'm sorry, you're not. You're eating too much, or you're not moving. You're not moving as much as you should. So yeah, something's not working in your plan, and you need to assess it and see what's wrong. Okay, let's take a moment to appreciate this sugar-free Pepsi Lime. This is the best drink, best sugar-free drink that I have available in my country, and I love it. I don't drink a lot of these when I'm bulking because I just don't. I just don't need to. I'm not craving sweet things, sugary things, and when I start cutting, this is honestly a game changer. And I also start upping my caffeine intake when I start cutting. Right before this cut, when I was at the peak of my bulk, I was drinking maybe a coffee and a half a scoop of pre-workout. You could say, like, my days were varying from 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams of caffeine per day. But now that I start cutting and I get deeper and deeper into my cut, I raise that up to 400, 500 grams of caffeine. I don't go over that because I honestly don't need to. I just need like 2, 3 cups of coffee, maybe 4, and like a Monster, and that's totally fine with me. Maybe Monster or 2. Yeah, let's say 2. That 3 cups of coffee and 2 Monsters. That's something like 500 milligrams of caffeine, I think, and that's totally enough for me. I'm not trying to get stage ready, peeled to the bone. I just want to get to like 7 to 8% body fat, same thing that I did last year. Because from that point, I'm pretty lean. I'm super insulin sensitive, and when I start bulking again, getting huge, my body is just responding like crazy. And also another reason why I don't go below that percentage of body fat is because my I start to get a bit quiet, a bit irritated by some things, and I'm starting to, as you get deeper and deeper into the cut, uh, especially when you tend to drop below 10% body fat, you start losing your libido, your hormones are not on point, and I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that this year. Maybe next year, when I decide to compete, I mean, I will have to do that for sure next year if I decide to compete, but for now there's no need. So yeah, this is what I have in mind for right now. Okay, what else, man? Full day of eating will come when I have another decrease in my food. I will film a full day of eating so you can see the changes that I've made to my diet, and I will update you, on cardio and everything. And that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it when it comes to this video, how I'm starting my cut, what am I doing. And yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing that helps me a lot when I get deeper and deeper into the cut are these nicotine pouches. Nicotine can help you with, I'm not recommending this at all, I just use it because it helps me, focus, helps me get in the zone when I'm working or training, and also it helps me with killing my appetite. I'm not that hungry when I throw one of these in. And yeah, that's it, man. Sorry for my ugly handwriting, but you know what I say, the uglier the handwriting, the higher the IQ. Sometimes that's true. Is that true for me? I don't know. Some people might say yes, some people might say no. So yeah, I don't care. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. When it comes to cutting, that's how I approach it. You know, I throw out all my fats first, then I worry about carbohydrates. And as I get deeper into the cut, I like to keep my meals around my training the highest in carbs, because that's when I need the fuel. You know, I need the fuel pre-workout and post-workout to fuel up that glycogen and then to replenish it. And yeah, that's when my activity levels are the highest. You know, I train after my second meal, and I have cardio session in the morning fasted. So yeah, that's when I'm doing most activity in the day. So that's when that's when I like to have most of my carbs, because I need the energy at that time. So that's another tip for you guys. When you start cutting, try to make sure that you have a lot of most of your carbohydrates around your training, around your peri-workout. Is that how they say it? You know, pre, post, and intra workout. That's when you want to have most of your carbohydrate intake. And yeah, man, that's it. Oh yeah, when it comes to veggies, I don't track that at all. I didn't eat any veggies when I was bulking because I couldn't stomach it. You know, I was full from all that food because I was eating a lot of food. My appetite was not that great by the end of the bulk. So that's why I didn't eat any veggies. But now when I start cutting, I will slowly start throwing in some green salad, and what else? Maybe some cucumbers, pickles, and maybe some green beans here and there. But yeah, those are like the vegetables that I like to throw in and that I like to eat, you know, when I'm on a cut. Other than that, that's it. Thank you all for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And yeah, I'm out, guys. Peace.